So when we gain life, we put a 1/1 counter on this flyer or more, draw a card. So yeah, sign me up. Sign me up all day long for that. That's the good stuff right there. Plus vigilance. I mean, come on. I don't care what people say about Lifegain, it's doing really well right now. And I think the main reason for that is the amount of value that you get out of all the creatures and other cards that are in this deck. They just synergize really well. One thing I can say about this deck is that it's very consistent, and I think that's why it's really good for climbing. Most of the cards in this deck are extremely easy to get onto the battlefield due to their mana cost. Of course, Sheltered by Ghost is a staple in white and is really good at removing threats on the board. Of course, you have to have something on your battlefield to be able to target with Sheltered by Ghost, but that's not hard at all since we have so many inexpensive creatures to put out there. We do have a few Banishing Lights, which I'm a fan of. It's basically a Sheltered by Ghost, it just doesn't have the life gain aspect, it's just removal. That is really good to have. If you can throw a Ajani in here, that would be awesome. In my opinion, I think the Ajanis are a little bit better than Linden. I know that's a hot take, but if you don't want to put a Ajani in here, of course, add 2 more Lindens and you'll be just fine. Ajani Collar of the Pride, however, is awesome because it does let us grow our creatures, but then we can also put Double Strike and Flying on any one of our creatures, and I just am a fan of that always, especially if it's an Ajani's Pridemate. I mean, the problem with him is that he can grow to 20/20, but he doesn't have trample, he doesn't have a way to get through, right? Well, with Ajani Collar of the Pride, that is taken care of, and it's really fun, and I don't think people really expect it. I don't see Ajani a whole lot as far as the Planeswalker, and I don't know why that is. He's really inexpensive. It's probably the double white, but either way, Exemplar of Light is an awesome card as well. It gives us card draw. One thing I wanted to put in here was Enduring Innocence for card draw, but Exemplar of Light ends up being a better option in my opinion because it does have flying and it also does more things than just draw cards and gain life. There are 4 Leyline of Hopes in this deck. This doesn't feel as bad as you think it would when you are playing that, or when you draw this later on in the turns. At least it lets you benefit from gaining life, and then if you do end up getting 27 life, everything gets +2/+2, which is pretty game changing. In your mulligans, looking for this is a good idea, along with Sanctifier, Ajani's Pridemate, Essence Channeler, or Sheltered by Ghost. I like that this is a really consistent deck, a lot of value from all of our cards here. I highly recommend this for climbing, so let's go check it out on the ladder. Mono goes first. We've got Leyline, that's awesome, so we're going to keep that. We've got Ajani, Essence Channeler. Can't really complain. We're gonna be going into Raise the Past. That's interesting. I think hopefully we can win the game, but this is gonna be a good matchup. They already have a really good start with Voice of Victory. Definitely powerful card. Mobilize is awesome. I say Raise the Past, maybe mainly focused on playing Sephiroth rather than Raise the Past. Man, this is a tough choice. Sheltered by Ghost onto the Voice of Victory is tempting. It's that good of a card. I think I'm going to go for that play. We do have a safe attack. We're up to 22. And if they want to get their voice back, they're going to have to kill Leonin with a ward cost, unless they've got other ways to get around that. So Essence Channeler would have been my turn 2 play. Ajani wouldn't have been a bad choice either, but I think the Essence Channeler followed by Ajani is the way to go. They've got some timeline colors queued up in the wings over there. I see them sneaking around. So what we'll do is play our Essence Channeler with the Lurker Bat. If we attack, they will for sure block. There's no way they wouldn't block, because they would get basically their creatures would replace themselves. They would get their voice of victory back. It would be a bad time. They do have a sacrifice engine now. And a time caller is on its way. They've got a board. We only have one flyer. We haven't scaled a whole lot yet. No blocks. Not that big of a deal right now. They're tapped out, but they are going to start sacking. And that makes a lot of sense. Let's go ahead and get Ajani out. And then another Leonin. That's the benefit of Leonin. If you're questioning why it's in the deck, it grows Ajani really nicely. And they're gonna keep sacking. I think if we can remove this Bartolome del Presidio, we'll be in decent shape. But we all know Sephiroth is coming. Should I attack? I think so. Definitely not with the Leonin. He's gonna sit there a while. Not the best target for Sheltered by Ghosts, that's for sure. And this doesn't help us. It helps them, but at least they, you know, have gone through their sacrifice creatures. Now when they sack them, they're going to go away and not replace themselves. It's about the only way to look at it. I just hope they don't get Sephiroth. Okay, they're going for Voice of Victory. They want it back, and they get it back because, well, I mean, have you seen what space does to you? Okay. I don't want to go to the void, but that cat sure did. Attack. Menace. Not really worried about it. I mean, it's a damage, but... Okay, Hinterland. Not the best draw right there. Getting Exemplar would have been absolutely wonderful, but we're not going to be able to do that this turn. We are scaling. And they do have to think about things. So let's make them think about things. I'm coming for your health. You got chump blocks. Let's get rid of them. I mean, that's a positive thing for us. Especially the tokens, because they're not going to go to their graveyard. Okay. Smart. I mean, they are down to 9. Sephiroth is here. We knew it was coming. If I could get a Sheltered by Ghost, that would be really nice. And I don't know if Sephiroth or Bartolome is the better choice. I don't think they have any way to pump these tokens, by the way, so I'll block one of them at least. It's about the only good block. Okay. That's a lot of damage. So whenever Sephiroth attacks, you may sacrifice another creature, and whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and they gain a life. Hey, land. I'll take it. Don't get to play Exemplar a whole lot. This is a 20 land deck, so it, can sometimes struggle getting 3 land. Wow, they decided that was that. Opponent goes first. We have an interesting curve. I think I'll keep it. Ooh, possibly. Is it Prowess or is it Cauldron? Oh, maybe not. Gremlin Tamer? When an enchantment enters, create a 1/1 Gremlin. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like gremlins. The movies are fantastic. If you haven't seen them, you should go see them. My favorite animatronics that I've probably seen. Okay, we've got a great land situation. I hope they do not deal with Linden. Looking like we're in the clear. They don't have a whole lot of stick, which is interesting. Blue, white, red. Roaring Furnace. That's unfortunate. Have enough for the board cost. They get their Gremlin Tamer. I mean, it's not that threatening, but it's enough. So when we gain life, we put a 1/1 counter on this flyer. When we put one or more, draw a card. So yeah, sign me up. Sign me up all day long for that. That's the good stuff right there. Plus vigilance. I mean, come on. With the Linden, can't go wrong. I don't care. You can hate on life gain. It does well. It doesn't have a whole lot of card draw, so to be able to draw cards is weird with Mono White. But here I am talking and talking, and they now have quite a board over there. So we're going to have to go over the top. And I think we've got some answers. What is this? Inquisitive Glimmer. Enchantment spells cost 1 less. Unlock. That has to be removed. I mean, obviously they're trying to take care of this mansion that they're building. And yeah, I think it's safe to throw everything out. And we're going to attack because we're going to get life by doing so. And we drew land in our 20 land deck. Alright, they're down to 3. I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of this. Like I said, flying is pretty nice. We do have a War 2 on the Exemplar. We've got Restricted Office. Destroy all creatures with power. Who cares? Because my board is gone. I knew these gremlins were going to be a problem. Man. But do we have a flyer over there? Nice. Wow, that was a little too close. I like this. This is fantastic. I mean, why wouldn't you pick this hand? We get a Leyline, we get a Sanctifier, we have a turn 2 with the Essence Channeler. Yes. Okay, it looks like maybe a mirror match though. Seam Rip is gonna do us injustice. I don't like that. That sucks. I don't know if we need to save this. Yeah, I think I'll save it. At least we have another planes lined up. I like that we can build up to our Exemplar. That did really well. Really well last time we had it. Okay. Flying over there. Let's scry. I think that's the play here. Although gaining life is nice, but since we're down to 1 card... Well, guarantee our land. Will they trade? Do we want to trade? And obviously they have removal, but yeah, I didn't think they would trade. Light Squall. Yikes. That's how you get me right there. But they feel so good about that. Ugh. Just play 1 mana, destroy opponent. Must feel nice. No blocks, no thank you. No attack. Angry. Sad. Mad. No. Leyline of Hope. Okay. There's no hope. There is no hope. You know, I never really looked at the artwork on this and realized what is behind those sheets? I need answers. Huh. This is going really bad. Ajani's nice, but we're not able to attack. We're locked down here. I can send these guys if they block. It's not, I don't feel bad. Too bad. I don't understand. Starfield Shepherd. Beautiful. Look at that. That is awesome. That is not awesome. You stop that. Angels are bad. Nope. Keep it coming, Vigilant. 1. Okay, well. At least we can play this now. I mean, I have to. I will get a card out of it. That will probably get stolen. I'm glad I didn't top that deck that next turn, because it would have been pretty underwhelming to play a Sanctifier and not get any procs. But it looks like we are about to get wham bam bamboozled Wayne jangled. I mean, we already are. Jeez. Just a few flyers and a few 1 mana. Oh yeah. Well, gladly. Hey, Resplendent. Hold on. We can do both. I almost messed up there. I almost messed up. I don't think I'll be gaining more than 5. Ajani, if you attack... I think I'll wait. I don't need to be aggressive. I mean, look at my situation. Yikes. So angels do really well into life gain. Just standard life gain. Okay. I need to block. Take out the bigger light squall. Stall. Light stall. I saw a Q. Man. I wish we had more than one ways to deal with the flyers over there. Ouch. And that's game. Bummer. Look at this great hand. Our 1 hard light containment has shown up. Hopefully it becomes useful. Always feels good to place Sanctifier into an Ajani. They are running blue, and I don't like it. All of a sudden that Cecil is big. But they're taking damage when they do that. So, what do we do here? Man, it's hard to say. I want to go ahead and get him off the board. Unfortunately. We'll offset some of that damage from last turn. And their health is okay. Yeah, I think this is the better play. Hopefully they don't plan on killing these poor innocent creatures that are just trying to make it, okay? Enemy's Charm. That will do it. Wow, 2 Ajanis. He's wanting to show up to the party. Let's let him have it. Question is,
fight for those who cannot.
yeah, I think the 1/1 on the Lurker Bat seems like a good idea. Because we don't have any major big boys who can benefit from double strike. They thought about it. They're going for the block. What does that say for what's in their hand, though? Or are they just worried about life total? Blood Pits. When this creature enters, tap a target opponent. Okay, got tapped. Charming Prince. I guess going for Scry makes sense. We're not really benefiting from life gain or bounce. Are they going to counter this? Do we pay 2? We don't have any other plays this turn. So yeah, Scry. Okay, land. I mean, it brings us to 5. Don't really care. Another flyer. I feel like we could find something better. Flying and double strike. That's pretty tempting. It gets us more health. Yeah, let's do it.
Descend like the sun's fire.
Ajani is mad. Are confident. That's kind of good for us. I mean, they gain cards, but they're going to be losing health, hopefully. Yeah, that'll do it.